Alrighty, so I'm gonna try to explain the ineffable, and these two, I think, decent, probably great films, and their approach of the ineffable. The ineffable is something that's sort of difficult to approach. It's something that's sort of difficult to describe, and I guess sort of play with. The two featured films, Night and Fog and Black Rain, feature two very terrible times in human history, both of which happened during World War II. And the basic sort of idea of these events occurring and what was done is the horrible and difficult and incomprehensible, the ineffable part of this all. In Alan All's Night and Fog, you get these contrasting black and white, or these black and white images of active concentration camps, contrasting with in color at the time of making images of the concentration camps. So you get these black and white images of the Nazi soldiers pushing the Jews through the camp and registering them, etc., 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 and then you get these in color images of this torn down, broken concentration camp that's fallen out of use. It's fallen off the sort of livable scale, and it's these compare and contrasts with these sad, somber tones to sort of elicit this emotive response from the viewer that sort of cements this thing as something that was so terrible and so tragic that we can't really begin to comprehend what happened here, what became of these places, what happened here, and how these things played out the way that they did. It's a pretty solid film, and well worth anyone's time to watch, really. It's kind of difficult. The second film being Black Rain, directed by Shohei Imamura, creates a different sort of image, as opposed to these kind of in-the-moment images of concentration camp. Shohei creates this image of life after the nuke was dropped in Hiroshima. You follow several people's lives in living with radiation problems after the nuclear bomb hit, and it sort of approaches the ineffable in a different way, less of a in the moment thing, and sort of more of a question of how we ruin so many people's actual lives that they then had to continue living out, and how we sort of played this large detrimental role in Japanese society and culture.